Good morning, everyone. Today we are with Miss Sarah Jacob, who is the anchor and producer of the show We the People from NDTV channel. So, ma'am, I welcome you to our college, NISCORT Media College.
Thank you.
Ma'am, I hope that you will find our conference today interesting and most hopeful that we provide you most good hospitality. Ma'am, so what are your point of views about the today's topic?
It's obviously a very obvious and contemporary topic because the industry itself is going through a lot of change, and it is at a moment of flux, and it is at a moment where it is peaking. There's a old media and there's new media that's coming in, and you are the generation that's going to live with the outcome of whichever way this media decides to go. Well, obviously, nobody can support fake news unless you have an agenda. But every technology has its advantages and has its disadvantages. And in the end, there is, technology and there is a human mind, and it is up to the human mind to be able to glean the most that they can and the positive things from a certain technology and not the negatives. Well, there are both advantages and disadvantages. Yes, you're right. People are now increasingly getting their news from social media. So it could be a disadvantage from people who have been, who are comfortable and used to a certain manner of working on old forms of news media, whether it's print or whether it's television. Now, increasingly, the youth are following social media. So you either have to make yourself more relevant, and you also have to be on social media if you want to attract and access those minds and the young minds who are now increasingly getting their news from the social media. So it's an opportunity and for everyone, and it's a new platform, and there may be new voices, new journalists who emerge, a new generation of journalists who are now getting a chance to make their mark. Let me put it this way. I think there's never been a greater time where there is a need for a strong, factual media that will do the right thing, not fan violence, not fan hatred, not give in to those kinds of agendas. And so we hope that the youth will take up this challenge and do what is needed for India right now, because the press is one of the most important pillars of democracy. Without the press, we cannot have a democratic India. We're living in a time where there are many institutions that are now failing, that are falling, and so it is very important that each and every one of these institutions, the pillars of our democracy, be held up. The press is a very important fourth pillar of our democracy, and without that, we won't be a democracy. So the future lies in the hands of people like you who are choosing to go into this field, because the outcome, you will have to live with this, as will your children and your families going forward.